Next speaker, I would like to invite Shri Ranpal Singh ji from Tata Power. He's going to speak upon industry perspective on energy transition and collaboration. A brief introduction about Ranpal Singh ji. Ranpal Singh is a seasoned professional with extensive experience in collaboration and innovation with energy sector. Currently serving as Group Head of Collaboration and Innovation at Tata Power since July 2022. Ranpal Singh focuses on developing business collaborations with technology partners, academia, and startups to promote energy transition through technology evaluation and adoption. Prior to this role, Ranpal Singh held a senior manager position at Tata Power DDL, worked in energy management at Torrent Power, leading teams in energy meter installation and analysis. Additional experiences include a business analyst role at Secure Meters Limited and as a shift engineer in power plant operations at Nahar Spinning Mills Limited. He holds an MBA from Delhi School of Management and a BTech in Electrical Engineering from Punjab Technical University. He happens to be my good friend. I used to work with him during my PhD days also. Please join me by welcoming Ranpal Singh ji with a big round of applause.
Good afternoon and namaste. My name is Ranpal, and I think my friend has told you much more about me than I was about to tell you. Let me start from this. That do you know that what type of or from which source of power you consume in your homes? Are you aware that whether it is a thermal power or whether it is a renewable power? Maybe yes, no. So at Tata Power, we give you option. We give you that option to consume completely renewable power. I hope my marketing guys would be happy with me that I have disclosed this to you. So next time, next time you want to opt for a renewable power with very minimum charges, like around 0.66 paisa per unit, if I'm not wrong, you can opt for complete green power. Thank you. I think there have been very interesting discussions today here. I'll only cover the corporate side of things and how we are operating or how we are trying our best to, move in sustainable ways. And being Tata, we are more interested to do things that have not been done before and reach the targets much more before. So I'll just quickly dive in. So that's how our journey started. It was all again renewable. And if you go through the statement which was given as an aspiration way back then in 1950, it still holds right. It was cheap, clean, and abundant power. So it's from that time we are still focusing on these things: cheap, clean, and abundant. So this was the first hydro plant that was set up, and nice. So just a small glimpse of Tata Power. So we have been on the different side of ecosystem, and we as a integrated power, you'll find us everywhere. If you go through the snapshots, in generation we have around 26 gigawatt of figures that we have reached as of now. Then we are also present in transmission. We transmit power from generation to the consuming side of things. And then we distribute power to the 13 million consumers as well. So these were the core businesses that we used to operate. And recently, after, I would say, from last 10-15 years, we have also now shifted to new age technologies. What we are trying to do here is basically shift from the non-conventional or we want to shift to the renewable source. So going forward, our focus is mainly towards consuming or providing the renewable power. We are not adding any thermal plants. So we are, as I'll quickly go through the next slides as well. So there you'll find that how we are focusing on the sustainable part of the energy ecosystem. Just a small glimpse again, just how we are present in which part of the nation. I'll quickly skip this. On sustainability, of course, that's our targets. We want to be net zero by 2045 and become water neutral by 2030. And again, zero waste to landfill by 2030. So these are very ambitious ones. Although 2030 is not far now, I hope we are very rather confident that we'll make it and will reach to that these targets. We also have a very focused approach on the social impact. I really like the social impact part of the today's discussion, because when we talk about all the sustainable things that are happening or all the efforts that we're putting in, ultimately it needs to have a social impact, otherwise it kind of fizzle out somewhere. So considering the sustainability target, you will see that around in 2025 we are already at 44% of the renewable resources, as we if we talk about the capacity. So to the I have mentioned 2015, but 2 years back this was only 23%. So you can kind of see the progress that we have made here, and very quickly by 2045 you'll see that the figures will go to 100%. Well, not only the capacity addition, but we on other fronts like building the ecosystem, we are also playing our part. We have established a clean energy ecosystem, or what we call as clean energy incubation center. That this is in Delhi, and we used to sit there, which basically works with startups. They work with industry and they work with academia to develop the most sustainable solutions in the energy sector, and then trying to bring that solution to the market. And as Tata Power, we are helping them do the pilots, do the quick field tests, and then come to the market and support the activity. So around 45 or 50 odd startups are working with us in this ecosystem. And if you have any in near future, if you have opportunity to come and you want to come there and visit us, we'll be very happy to host you. And I think many of our colleagues from IITs, they do come and visit these places, so that's open to all of you as well. Small glimpse of what we do there. I mean, how the labs look like. And if you see on the right side, there are a couple of things that we have done at that CIC center. We have mapped the carbon emissions of all the startups along with the Rice Institute, and that's what we evaluated. This study was bit done at the start. The footprints or the figures would be much better now, but I'm just giving you a glimpse how we are playing our part, or how we are contributing in these efforts. That's how it looks like. This is much more power distribution oriented when it was started, but now slowly we are making it much more integrated, where renewable resources are also, or renewable technology is also displayed. Internally, we are focusing on a lot of technologies that can help in this energy transition. The world is moving toward more sustainable options. India is moving towards more sustainable options, and we are trying to play our part. And if you see here, we have mostly you'll find technologies which are supporting the sustainable efforts, which are supporting the renewable efforts. Like we mentioned that carbon capturing, which is basically dealing with the carbon that is let into the market, how the technology can help that capture that carbon, and maybe convert that into a product that can be used in the market. Similarly, there are other technologies which are related to storage. Renewable energy, as you all are aware, is available at very limited times, and that in case the demand is not there, then you have to, unless you are not storing it, you'll be wasting it. So at India level, there are a lot of curtailments of this energy, and if you are moving ahead in the storage part, you are able to save that renewable energy and then use it as and when required. So we are also experimenting with lot of battery chemistries. I mean, there are a lot of other topics, but I'll quickly skip this was just to give you a glimpse. And if you see the mapping that we have done here, these are all the technologies that we are working on. They are all at different stages of, your evolution. Some are at exploratory stage. Some are maybe for some technologies we have already piloted, and some are at the stage where we are quickly commercialized as well. So we were talking about a lot of things around the rural India. So these are our effort towards that. We have established altogether different entity called Tata Power Renewable Microgrids Limited. So there we are trying to give as much as clean power to the renewable to the rural belts, which are connected to the grid and may not be getting the power in very continuous form, or they may not have the power altogether. So currently around 200 or 200 microgrids we have already established in states of UP and Bihar, and we want to grow this to 10,000 in coming years. So I think this will really help the rural belt of India, where most of our population reside. Just to show you the impact of efforts in the rural belt that we have done and how it has impacted the sustainability angles over here. And we are able to, so these figures are a bit old, don't quote me using these figures. We were able to reduce our carbon emission with these efforts are to the amount of 8,000 tons. And similarly we are able to reduce the diesel consumption over there by 31 lakh liters in a year. So I think this a big effort, although these are not very commercial centric efforts, but they may not be giving us much more profit, but it is helping the rural belt to sustain the life in the rural area itself, helping to reduce the urban migration as well, and maybe encouraging the rural population to stay and operate there. Similarly, these are all efforts in the rural belt. The left one side, they talk about generating the biomethane and then using in the gas generators to generate power. So again, a sustainable and renewable solution for the rural belt. And on the right, you can see the agri PV, which can help. Agri PV is basically, I mean, if you're not aware, so the agriculture complemented by the solar generation as well, right? So you can do the agriculture and you can generate the solar power from there. So we are experimenting around that, although this is not commercial, but agri PV part is being also explored. I talked about the storage. So we had established a very large scale lithium chemistry based battery storage in Delhi, and we were able to. So that was around 10 megawatt, and we were able to use this to store the renewable energy whenever there was excess energy available in the ecosystem, and then use this to basically to consume this renewable energy whenever there was requirement of that. So I mean, this helps basically to shift our requirement from normal thermal assets to the renewable assets. And then we also experimented around various other things that could be done with storage. One of the very interesting thing about doing sustainable things and marking and basically checking your achievement is to measure the activity, right? I have read somewhere very interesting fact that unless you are able to measure something, you will find it very difficult to improve it. So that's how we have evolved from a very nascent smart energy player to a very robust one, and this help us to measure all how we can basically uh, measure and apply all the renewable energy concepts in the real world, and how we can help this transition using the energy meters. So this enables energy meters basically enables us the all the new technologies deployment and their basically and how we can encourage the population to use them. Again, managing the this is related to managing the demand. So we have experimented with the technology providers from US, where we help them to reduce the demand of energy consumption. This experiment had been I mean the energy meter technology helped us to do this pilot, or then we also took this far to do the commercial on this. And with help of this, we were able to save lot of power consumption, and hence the dependence on fossil fuels. I mean, there are a lot of examples. Maybe I'll just quickly skip through a couple of these. And then this is related to using a very sustainable material in electrical poles. We call it composites. Again, this is one of the first in India. We are trying this out. Then in urban areas, you'll find space constraints. So we are trying various experiments to reduce the to reduce the space requirements of these equipments. We have recently inaugurated a power substation which reduce 1/10 the space. Similarly, couple of experiments related to satellite imagery and how we can avoid the impact on biodiversity. So this is basically a backend algorithm that help us to route our transmission line, avoiding all these impacts. All these things have been done in collaboration, and we have we do not claim that these all are our technologies. We work with our partners, and that's how we operate. So this is just a glimpse. We have around 300 partners along with IIT Mumbai that we work with, and we are very happy and proud to say this. And just a glimpse of partners with whom we work. They are spread across the world, and definitely IITs are also there. Just wanted to convey this, that these may not be direct things that are impacting sustainability, but at a corporate level we are trying our best to move or help this energy transition and playing our part. Thank you.